Hare Krishna. So let's look back at an overview of Module 3. Who am I? So in the beginning, we discussed how through various logic ways, we can actually see that there must be something more than just this physical existence. I feel such a huge sense of values. Am I just a bunch of meat, bones, organs, and chemicals, and that's it? No, there must be something more. And as we discussed, we progressed, and when we saw that we can understand this greater existence that we have, that we are, through common sense, right? We saw how if a person dies, we say he has left, she has left. What has actually left? That spirit soul, that Atma, that Jiva. And we also saw various scientific researchers understanding into this that there must be something more than what we see. We also saw from the Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic texts how the soul having a body is compared to a person having a shirt. How the soul then, if the body is broken or torn or not functioning, gives it up, which we call as death. But after giving up this body, it wears another shirt, wears another cloth. So in this way, we saw many examples how actually we are not this body, but we are something greater than this. We are something bigger than this existence. Afterwards, we saw that all of us have three bodies. We have a gross body by which we perceive each other, and we understand that we look at each other like this, which we think that is who we are. But within the gross body, there's a subtle body which is made out of the mind, intelligence, and false ego, which we can't see, but all of us know that we have. And inside, behind these two bodies, is actually the real body, the real existence, which is the soul. But we cannot see with these material eyes because the soul is totally spiritual. It is made out of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. And therefore, we can't perceive with our material eyes. Matter cannot perceive spirit. But it is that spirit soul within all creatures, within humans, within animals, within trees, covered by different gross and subtle bodies. And because of that, it exhibits different levels of consciousness. And the false ego is that which identifies with this body. False ego, thinking that I am this body, forgetting that actually I am not this body. I am like an actor on a stage, neutral witness to this world, just as a passenger sits in a car and everything else is functioning, but I have nothing to do with it. I just need to reach my destination. And we discuss further how reincarnation happens. 2 points: by deserve and desire. One may desire whatever one desires, one will or nature will try to fulfill it, and based on one's karma, what one deserves. Therefore, we also kind of like understood that we need to keep our desires pure. Because if we desire to live a bad life, want to eat anything, if someone desires that, let me just eat indiscriminately, then nature says, oh, humans are not meant to be like that. Get a body of an animal, a pig maybe, which has the capacity to eat indiscriminately. And based on deserve, our karma, do we actually deserve it? You may want it, but what actually do you deserve it? And also we had a discussion about ghosts, where we saw that ghosts are nothing but people or living beings like us, but who have destroyed their gross body, and therefore they are caught in a middle path, a middle time zone, where they are actually struggling or moving along frustrated, with the soul covered just by their mind, intelligence, and false ego. And therefore it's a very frustrating existence because they have so much desires, but they're unable to fulfill it because they lack a gross body. And at the end of the module, we saw what are the important benefits one gets by knowing about Atma Tattva or science of the soul. 4 things we discuss. One, have acceptance for oneself and others as well. One develops tolerance with all the dualities, the ups and downs of life, understanding that, it's just things that go on, it's all temporary. One actually develops freedom from being overly attached to material things. And lastly, one can actually develop focus in trying to perfect the human form of life. This Atma Tattva, science of the soul, is the core crux of the Vedic philosophy. There are many more other topics or questions that people may have. Where is the soul located? And so on and so forth. What is the size of the soul? And which we will take in our feedback or our discussion sessions on a personal note. Hare Krishna.